In this short presentation, I will be discussing how to set up Turnitin assignments for students. As we know that Turnitin is a plagiarism prevention and similarity checking services. It is very useful as it will help you make a decision whether the submitted work is authentic or it's being copied from somewhere else. We can use Turnitin assignment in Moodle to run subjective exams. It is worth mentioning, from coming summer 2020, standard assignment submission will be deactivated. Only Turnitin assignment 2 will be available within our Moodle platform. So please take this into consideration. At Sharqiya University, from summer 2020 onwards, we will not be serving standard assignments. They are the same, but Turnitin check the works originality against other works. So as it stands at the moment, Turnitin does not support quizzes or any other type of questions apart of something students need to write a text to address the questions. We call them open or closed book exams, essays, or extended response assignments. In the future, we are expecting that short answers via quiz will also be supported. But at the moment, quizzes are not supported by Turnitin. If you have a quiz with short answer and you want to check the originality of their answers, you will have to download all answers into one file and upload that file into Turnitin and generate the report from there, which I think it's too much at the moment. Some of you guys asking me, can we submit students' work? Yes. If students send your work by email or by WhatsApp or by any other means part of Moodle, you can always access the assignment in Moodle and select the student and click on the upload arrow and upload that file if the students couldn't upload the file into Turnitin in Moodle. Now, it's worth mentioning that also we do not recommend to use Turnitin through their web interface. We will try to find a way to block web access to Turnitin services. We will only permit accessing Turnitin through Moodle, and this will allow us to do some qualitative analysis for this service. So it is very simple to set up Turnitin assignment in Moodle. Access your course, turn editing on, select the block where you want to add the Turnitin assignment, click on add activity or resource, and from activity select Turnitin assignment and fill in the form. I will now demonstrate how to do that. Thank you. So access your course, click on turn editing on, select the block where you want to add the assignment to, click on add an activity or a resource. From activities, scroll down and select Turnitin assignment 2. Click add. Moodle will cache in a form that you need to fill in to create your activity. Let us assume that I want to use Turnitin for an exam or for formal assignment. Let us assume midterm 1, okay? So midterm exam, right? Here in this summary, you can add your questions. Let us assume that this midterm consists of 3 questions. I want to give students 3 questions to answer. Simply, I will type in my questions. I've already written the text. Okay, so here I'll give brief description about the exam. So you will inform students how many questions they need to answer and how they can upload their files. In Turnitin, you can add an assignment that consists of single part, one part, two parts, three parts, four parts, or five parts. I.e., you can have up to 5 questions per each exam. So simply you add the exams questions here in the summary. This is very important. And click display description on course page so students can see the questions before they access the exam. So here they can upload, when they're addressing your questions, they can either write the answer into file and upload that file, or they can type in straight into the answer box inside the exam. It is your choice. If you are asking them to do illustration, diagrams, and drawing, and so on, text submission is not suitable. File upload will be suitable for such assignments. Text submission, if you are asking them just to type in text, letters and numbers with no drawings, tables, and so on. So formatting here is not possible. So it is your choice whether to allow them to do file upload, text submission, or any submission. Here I have 3 questions, and then I've here selected 3 parts. If you have one question, just use one question, or if you have 5 questions, you use 5 questions. That is the maximum file upload. It's your choice. You can estimate. Do you want to allow them to submit any file? We say no. By default, I have set this to documents, Excel, PDF, and images, and so on. The standard file that we are using in our daily life, okay? You want students to access the originality report straight after submission? We say yes. At least they know what they have done. The Turnitin assignment, you are asking students to submit their work, their answers online, and will be checked against other work from within the same institution or from any other work that is available on the internet. But at the moment, you are not doing any grading. You will be doing the grading yourself. So basically, Turnitin will help you to assess the similarity only. It will not mark. You have to read the work and you have to give that work a grade. And you have to enter that manually into Loxis. So basically, grading, we are not bothered about it here. So whether you add something here or not, it won't change anything. It is not synchronized with A&R database. But for the clarification purposes, you can just add something here for students to know that this is either 30% or whatever. Assignment part 1, which is question 1, I can say question 1. Okay, this is start date, due date, and post date. This is very important. This is the day where students can start accessing the exam. This is the due date, the due submission date, or the due, yes, submission date, and this is a post date. Post date is very important because if you select post date here, that is not equal to due date, then you and your students will not be able to see the originality report till the post date is there. This is question 2, and the same thing for dates here, and this is question 3. Same thing for dates here. Originality report, this is what I have mentioned earlier. Now allow submission after the due date. So if this due date is on, do you want them to be able to submit after that day, after that date? Now if this is formal, then the answer is no. If this is an exam or formal assessment, then the answer here is no. Now if this is informal and you want students to improve their writing skills and research skills, then you say yes. Now, yes here coincide with the second option here. You can allow students to submit more than once. If it is a formal, it is no, and the first choice should be selected here. Generate report immediately. Students cannot resubmit. Students can only submit once. Here students can submit 3 times, and here they can submit, but you will only see the report on due date. How many times they can submit here? It is unlimited. They can submit until the due date. So they can submit 100 times. So basically it is good for students to be allowed to submit more than once if it is informal assessment, just to improve their writing and research skills. So I will select here the first one, generate reports immediately. Students cannot resubmit. This is for exams and formal assessments. Now, their work that they have submitted, it will be checked against other students' papers or answers. It will be checked against the internet. It will be checked against any other outlets, journals or publications or database or whatever online. Here, excluding bibliography, yes. Any coded materials is excluded, yes. You can exclude a small match. Any 8 words in one sequence, they could be excluded. So if they write 9 words that is similar to other 9 words somewhere else, it will be spotted. If it is less than 9, then it will not. You could use words or you could use percentage. It's your call. For words, we suggest 8. For percentage, we suggest 2. Some people use 5. It's up to you, but between 2 and 5 is okay with us. Translated matching. Students sometimes do copy and do translating and paste. So, for example, if you ask them a question, they will find an Arabic text. They translate that using Google Translate and they submit it as their answer. By saying yes here, that will also be spotted. Translated matching. By the way, Turnitin does not support Arabic language. So how does it detect Arabic? Turnitin search the web for any Arabic materials and translate it into English and store it in the database. So when you ask Turnitin to check any Arabic text, it will take your Arabic text and translate it to English and then convert that translation to what is already stored in the database. Now, if there is any matching, then Turnitin will retain that Arabic web page that it has been translated before. Grading, we are not doing grading at the moment because we are not linking Turnitin to our ANR database yet. The rest of them are standard to any other activities. The only thing that I want to stress is the restrict access. If you have a midterm that you want to restrict a specific section, then click on restrict and select group. And from there, select your group. Now, this Turnitin assignment will be restricted to section 1. As you know that by group, we mean section here. Now, if this is a final exam, you don't use the restrict access because the final exam, it will be the same exam for the entire cohort regardless of the sections. So I click submit and save. Click on save here. Then Moodle will communicate with Turnitin to set up the assignment. And that's it. This is my assignment is being created. And as you can see, it is only restricted. It is only available to section 1. This is the brief description about my midterm exam, and those are the 3 questions. You can, of course, add here the deadlines here, write them so it's everything to be readable to students. Thank you very much. I'll be now creating another video to show how students can submit their assignment to Moodle. Thank you very much.